So yesterday I put out a video where I was telling y'all about my experience getting scammed at a tattoo shop here in New Orleans. And after that video, one of my subscribers reached out to me through Instagram. His name's Sean, and he goes by Shaggy D. We started off at Pat O'Brien's. I think we spent 3 hours drinking and just taking in the atmosphere. Then we walked down to the cat's Meow and stayed there for about 2 hours. I got the garbage plate and some chicory coffee, and it was exactly what I needed to keep my drunken ass going. We were only there for about 30 minutes before we left to go check out some other places. After Café du Monde, we walked down to Coop's place and sat down and had some drinks and beignets. Then we went to Dat Dog and got some food and drinks there before hitting the hay. We then took an Uber over to the Carousel bar, which was absolutely awesome, but also extremely crowded. One thing I learned about New Orleans nightlife is that everything is open really late, like 24 hours. Another thing I learned is that everyone here is extremely friendly and outgoing, including myself. And lastly, it's a very welcoming place for bachelor parties. Thanks for listening to my story. So we left there and decided to go back towards our hotel, when suddenly we saw a sign for a drink called Hand Grenade. There's just so many characters in this story though. Like the guy who gave them the coupon. If I had $1 for every time someone has tried to give me a free drink on Bourbon Street, I would have a lot of money. There's always some kind of trick attached to it, right? It's like, hey man, here's a free drink. You look closer at the cup, and it's like 1/2 inch of liquid at the bottom. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. And since no one in our group had tried it yet, we figured why not? That place was pretty chill. And after we finished our drinks, we were walking back towards our hotel, and we stopped at this place called The Funky Butt on Bourbon. That place was off strip, so it didn't have the live music and packed in crowds. So we sat there for a little bit before heading back to the hotel to get ready for another round. Low on social media. And he said, hey man, I want you to tell my story. It was crazy last night. So last night they had an epic night in New Orleans. So I'm just gonna read this man's story. I'm not gonna make it any more dramatic than that. This is his exact words. This is exactly how the night went down. I have changed nothing in this story. All the names are spelled exactly like they are in the DMS. This is his story. How the night began, who you were with. My 2 best friends from high school, my cousin, and his girl. Plans for the evening? We were in NOLA for a bachelor party. Our buddy got married Saturday morning. So we flew in Friday afternoon and had a blast all weekend. After we left the Funky Butt, we started heading back up Bourbon towards our hotel when we see a guy dressed like an old-timey streetcar conductor. He was giving out these coupons for free drinks. Of course, being the degenerate party boys that we are, we followed this dude like 3 blocks until he stopped in front of this bar and handed US each a card for a free drink. Now we weren't sure if this was a scam or not, but we decided what the hell, let's go with it. We walk into the bar and hand the bartender the card, and he looks at it and tells us that this is a scam and that he whoa and honor it. Now we're pissed because we wasted 10 minutes of our night following this guy, so we start to leave. And that S, when the dude in the street clothes grabs my friend by the collar and starts yelling at him, saying that he should honor the coupon and stop being a dick. To make things worse, the bartender's like, whatever man, you can have your damn free drink. So we sit down, order our drinks, and wait. Well, after about 15 minutes, our drinks come out, and they were obviously trying to give us the most watered-down drinks possible. And then the bartender says to us, here, you guys can have another one. And then he gives us each a shot of what looked like bottom-shelf whiskey. We were already drunk enough at this point and definitely weren't trying to get any more drunk, so we politely declined. Now, if you know anything about New Orleans, you know that you don't refuse alcohol when it's offered to you, especially not bottom-shelf whiskey. So we took the shot, and it was the worst tasting thing I've ever drank in my life. I'm pretty sure that was the type of whiskey that you could use to kill a small animal. Anyways, after that, we headed back out onto Bourbon Street. We were staying in the French Quarter and planned to walk around Bourbon Street and just hit all the hot spots. The bars, clubs, or Bourbon Street spots you visited. The craziest, funniest, or strangest moment of the night, where you ended up for late night food. After we left that place, we were starving and went straight to Café du Monde. What you learned about New Orleans nightlife and its unique vibe. Okay, so that was the craziest story I've ever heard.